Good morning, John Tarks here with Midline and Minden, coming to you here from our Underwood office this morning. Our video this week is going to be something a lot of you've already seen. It was our virtual plot tour video that we shot for our customer appreciation event back in August. You'll get a chance to take a look at some of the corn-on-corn hybrids from our corn-on-corn plot down there south of Bentley. Should feature about 8 products that we think will be in major quantity sales for the coming year. It's really a neat video. It's drone footage of each individual entry in the plot, as well as some notes kind of voiced over to some really good placement tips for each hybrid, and just a chance for you to really kind of learn a little bit about some hybrids that are going to make you successful for next year. As we're kind of thinking about this week and all this wet weather, I know there's a bunch of us waiting to get in the field and waiting to get going. A couple things to think about. Our 24% cash discount deadline is coming up on the 15th. Things have been pretty steady with guys taking quotes in and writing checks and doing business. If that's something you're interested in, or just want to price it compared to the next discount at 20%, give one of us a call and we'll certainly write that for you. I think something else I might kind of put under you guys' nose that have done the 0% Farm Flex financing is that John Deere 19% offer. That's 19% off the seed, but it's also prime -1 for an interest rate there. So when you run the numbers on it, the terms, the payment deadlines on it are the exact same as Farm Flex. You can just save yourself 2 or 3% on the interest side of it. So might be a way to put a little money back in your pocket for the year. That is something, if you want to do, that John Deere does like to collect financials and all that. So during this rainy period where you're kind of chomping at the bit like we are to get in the field, a couple things to maybe think about for 2020 business that maybe you can get taken care of early and we can help you with before we get going here. So with that, guys, enjoy the video. Very informative, kind of a neat presentation style. Sure appreciate Travis Henningsen putting this together for us. Have a great weekend, guys. Hello, this is John Tarks here, owner and operator here at Midline. Wanted to bring you guys a new feature this year with just timeliness and getting correct information in front of you guys. Wanted to put together a little bit of a virtual plot tour for you guys, if you will. Want to give some credit to our in-house climate guy, Travis Henningsen, and our tech guy, Nate Eckley, for helping put this stuff together. We'll voice over some notes with our drone footage playing for you guys from each hybrid, and hopefully you can learn a few things that will make you better for 2020. Guys, we'll kick off this virtual tour with a 105-day product, 5553. The Smart Stack version is what you see on the screen right now. There is a Double Pro 5554 available. This was a new product out the door in limited quantities here in 2019, and one we really expect to ramp up for 2020. First, I'll tell you, just tremendous ear flex. I might even be being a little bullish, telling you 31,000 is a floor in this. It might even be able to go a little lower than that, but 31,000 and up I think is a good standard to start with. This hybrid, while not a disease shield hybrid, is a candidate for it. Hasn't met the criteria for that just yet. Shows really well for drought, GOS, and green snap. Emergence also is a real plus of this hybrid, which for some of that early stuff, guys do want to put that in the ground first. It is definitely shown to maintain yield under stress, which is like a keynote of 6434 from a couple years ago. So similar in that respect. Very attractive medium plant type. It's one from a fungicide standpoint, we would say maybe farm by farm, case by case to check things out. Southern rust probably does show to be something that's a little bit of a watch out with this hybrid. But overall, guys, I would tell you, if you need an early 105-day hybrid, start right here with 5553. Next in our product lineup here would be a 108-day Smart Stack product, 5834, also available as a Double Pro product. We're going to want to start with a population floor of 32.5 on this. It's a product, because it's a disease shield hybrid for us, that fungicide application's probably optional and more of a field-by-field decision. This is a hybrid where maybe it's a little bit unique, is if you're a guy doing split shot nitrogen, fanning some on late, banding some on, writing some scripts, doing some unique things with nitrogen, this is a hybrid that you'll find that will respond to increased nitrogen management. It's more of a block ear style, as you can see from the photo there on the front side of the video. 18 around's pretty consistent with it. Test weight is really good for this. If I were to give you a watch out of management concern, I wouldn't shove this thing on the ground first thing. It's a little average for emergence. I'd probably get a couple hundred acres in the ground before this went in, but it's a product we're super excited about. Our feedlot guys that put this in the ground looking for some early wet corn have had nothing but good things to say about it. With year one of the combining coming through on it this year, we expect this to be around for a while, and a product you should consider for 2020. Product number 2 in our tour here, guys, is a product that probably a lot of you listening to this could give the presentation on yourself, 6087. 110-day product, also available in a Double Pro. I tell you, I'm very loyal to this hybrid, guys. It fits tougher conditions. If you got that, I always say, if you got that farm that you don't really brag to the neighbor about, this is the farm. This is the hybrid to put on that farm. It's great for some of these knobs in Southwest Iowa, and one that, even though this will be our 3rd year pushing us out the door, I think you'll see getting pushed out the door for 5, 6, 7 years out of here. Excellent flex hybrid. 31,000 is probably your population floor, and fit upwards from there. Test weight, Goss's wilt, emergence, early growth are all things that are real benefits of this hybrid. Fungicide wise, it's one that we do recommend fungicide application on a yearly basis. If there are some watch outs on this, maybe southern rust and gray leaf spot are things to think about a little bit there. But a hybrid that has been great for us the last 2 years, and even just kind of looking and walking the plots this year, has a chance to probably be maybe a plot winner for us this year. A hybrid to definitely have on your farm if you're doing DeKalb business for 2020. 6140, guys, would be a brand new 111-day Smart Stack product for 2020. It's also available in 6141 Double Pro. A lot of uniqueness to this hybrid as far as, I don't want to say extremes, but it does have some things about it, both good and bad, that stand out about this hybrid. One, it's a fixed-year product. 33,000 population floor would be my recommendation, and then you can move upwards from there based upon the environment you're planting in. You know, placement-wise, this thing's been a rock star in trials for drought stress tolerance, early planting, early seedling growth. This is definitely a first plant type of hybrid, and then maybe a little uniqueness about this. You got some high pH farms, some farms in the high 7s or low 8s. I know we've got a few acres at our place that way. This would be a good fit there. Dry down wise, I might put the picture of maybe old school 61, 69 in your mind, guys, and maybe that kind of gives you a little bit of an idea what this product looks like. But dry down on this is going to be a lead quality of the product. Fungicide, just like old school 61, 69 is a definite yes. Maybe some watch outs. Maybe avoid some of your gumbo, heavy soil types. Use some caution with growth inhibitors when you're spraying, and just overall harvest appearance. This is one probably not to put on the last quarter of your harvest, but another good new product for 2020. Number 3 in our lineup, guys, is a 112-day product, 6252. Again, a product available as a Double Pro, 6253. A product, to be totally honest, I think we've maybe undersold a little bit in recent years. I think this is a product we need to be pushing out the door in increasing volumes. It's a nice flex hybrid. I would use 31.5 as my population floor. I think where this thing fits, it fits about every acre in our trade territory, but some of your gumbo, tighter soil type of conditions, 60, 67 has been kind of a standard for us over the years for strong roots and strong stalks. And I would tell you this hybrid maybe outpaces that on roots just a little bit. Very similar to a hybrid 6297 I know we sold in mass quantities 4 or 5 years ago. Different family of genetics there, but a very similar as far as what it accomplishes for you. Fits multiple environments. I think if you've been planting 6277, 6278, another hybrid family you could probably replace with this. Test weight is really good. I would just tell you, fungicide wise, this is one we would recommend every acre, every year. 6321, guys, probably one way this hybrid will stand out a little different than the rest is this is a hybrid only available as a Smart Stack. It's a 113-day product. We've talked a lot about population floors so far, and I would tell you 31,000 and up is probably a floor to use here. Goss's wilt is something this product rates very well for. It's top-end yield, especially in some of your, I'd say top 20% farms, your better environments. Well-drained stuff, I think, are all farms that go with 6321 on. It's got excellent late-season plant health, and I think what we experienced on it in 2018 was just, man, this thing, it can stand hurricane force winds. Where we had green snap issues in 18, this thing was a real champ for us. So stock quality is something to really count on. It will respond to higher populations, even though we've got you pegged there at 31,000 as a floor. And keep in mind, it's really a good choice for your best farms. It is a hybrid that we recommend fungicide application on an annual basis. And I think it's just something maybe from a wet feet standpoint, gray leaf spot and anthracnose, we maybe have products in our lineup that might fit just a little bit better. But those are some watch outs to help you manage this hybrid best. Next in our lineup, guys, would be a brand new product for us this year. It'll be 113 days, 6390. It's also available in a double pro for you. It's a product that's going to compete for some acres with 6434. Population-wise, they're very similar as fixed-tier hybrids at 33,000 and up. Placement-wise, this is going to be a 20-inch row corn thing. It's very, very upright leaf structure, kind of that pineapple structure we've used to describe in the past. Drought and stress tolerance are really, really good. Gosses and northern corn leaf blight. It's going to be very good there as well. Probably better green snap tolerance than 6434 if we're looking to compare these two. It is one that we think we would recommend fungicide on an annual basis. If there's some watch-outs with it, maybe gray leaf spot, southern rust, or some things that maybe it doesn't score quite as well on, but a new product that I know there's a lot of hype from the company around, and one that we're going to want to look at for next year. Next here, guys, we have 114-day Smart Stack product 6434, a disease shield product that is also available as a double pro. More of a fixed year product at 33,000 and up as a population floor. This is a product, obviously, many of you listening to this could probably give the presentation on yourselves. We saw some issues a year ago with green snap in certain places with it, but we also remember that the year before, this thing walked the dog. It was the top corn hybrid in the industry in southwest Iowa, and a year ago, we were looking to get more bags all the time. We just sold out of it, and those are things as you're looking at your decisions for 2020, I wouldn't take just one bad experience. I wouldn't just take one good experience. I would encourage you to look at the entire history of the product and see how it fits into your operation. It's one that looks very strong for 2019, and it goes back to things placement-wise we like about it. Its roots and its stalk strength are really top end. Its test weight's something you can count on. Its Gosses wilt tolerance and excellent late-season plant health are all things you can hang your hat on with this hybrid. If you're looking for something to chop some silage, this is something you can certainly do with that. Just a really, really big plant. I mean, you'll certainly notice that. That's why it probably had problems with green snap a year ago. That's probably why it's a good hybrid for silage right now. And it's a hybrid that, even though we've had kind of mixed results with, it's one that's going on the ground on my farm, and one I think should go on your acres as well. The very last product of the tour here, guys, would be a new 116-day product, Smart Stack 6617, also available as a double pro. One thing I'll tell you guys, and I think this is maybe a company message that I really agree with, I think it's time that we consider stretching out our maturity lineup, whether we start at 108 and finish at 116. We do have a lot of guys that are very married to 110, 112 kind of hybrids, and as we are at our operation too. The one thing that happens with that is that from a harvest planning standpoint, things all kind of time up about the same time. Whether we like it or not, this particular growing season, we're going to get a chance because of planting date and some wet conditions at planting to see and handle moisture and whatnot. I would take your handling moisture. DeKalb's the place to be, and I think 6617, after having a good experience this year, I think would be something to look at for next year. The top end yield of this product is fantastic. Its roots, its stalk, stay green, test weight, harvest appearance are all things that stand out about it. It's shown good tolerance to diplodia ear rot, which I know is going to be a conversation topic going into harvest again this year, and just top end yield for a product that's got medium plant and ear height. Average emergence would probably be the only thing I would caution you to take into consideration when managing this product. Guys, that kind of wraps up our virtual plot tour here with an emphasis on the Smart Stack product, as you can see. We kind of purposely did that, guys, as we're looking in and looking forward to 2020. I think we recognize that there's going to be a lot of corn going in the ground. And I think the one thing I would tell you that's kind of a standard bearer for the DeKalb lineup is if you're going to be in the corn-on-corn business, you need to be in the DeKalb business too. It's really one of the highlights of our product offering, and we put more local research into it than we feel like a lot of our competitors do. And it's not that we're just proud of our product, but we think it's going to benefit you. We think it's going to be your most profitable way to go. And hopefully this format gives you a chance to kind of do stuff on your own time and take a look at things in a manner that helps you make decisions best. As you can see on the screen showing up there, guys, my phone number, as well as sales reps, midline sales reps, Travis Henningsen and Jason Denning's numbers are there for you too. If you're doing business with us, hey, thank you so much. We hope it's been as good an experience for you as working with you has been for us. And if you haven't worked with us, I can't encourage you enough to call one of the numbers you see on the screen and give us a shout. We're going to take care of you. We think at Midline we do as good a job servicing our business as anyone, and we're awful proud to represent DeKalb and proud of what they do for you. So with that, guys, thanks for your time and attention, and we'll talk to you soon.